Break the board sports. It's your boy RJ Cash. Click that like, hit subscribe. Going bowling here, Xbox Bowl in Frisco, Texas. Missouri State, their first ever appearance in a bowl here, first year in FBS against Arkansas State, the Red Wolves. Now, head coach of Missouri State, he took a hike. He's going on to take the job at Coastal Carolina, but they still got NFL draft prospect at quarterback, 6-year senior Jacob Clark, really in his 7th year for the Missouri State Tigers. So let's hop into the handicap here, go through the trends. Let's start off with the line. Right now, open 2.5. It's down to 1.5. So a little bit of buyback on the Southwest Missouri State Bears. Right now, Arkansas State laying 1.5. 54.5 is your total. It's 58% of ticket count, equaling 66% of the handle to the under. 42% ticket count, equaling 34% of the handle to the over. As far as the side goes, the Red Wolves getting 52% of tickets. The Bears of Missouri State getting 48% of tickets. When you look at the handle, 64% of the handle going to Missouri State, 36% of the handle going to Arkansas State. So a little bit less tickets, but more money on Missouri State. Kind of tells me that's the way the Sharpies like to play us. Now, this bowl game is in Frisco, Texas, the Xbox Bowl. Missouri State comes in 7-5, both straight up and ATS. Arkansas State comes in 6-6 straight up, 7-4-1 against the number. As far as on the road this year, Missouri State 4-2, Arkansas State 3-3. Now, the only problem for Missouri State is they ended the season on a 2-game losing streak at Kennesaw State, 41-34, and then at home against La Tech, 42-30 there. And then as far as Arkansas State, they had lost back-to-back games and then went to App State and won 30-29 in a thriller to get them bowl eligible. Huge win there. So one thing's for sure, when you're betting college bowl games, it's really hard to handicap the mindset, right? Like, are they disinterested? And this happens a lot with your higher teams, right? Like your more notable teams, your Tennessees, your LSUs. It's hard to handicap the mindset. Are they really not? Didn't make the college football playoff. It doesn't matter. However, these smaller schools, you tend to see a little bit more fight, a little bit more excitement. Like for Missouri State, this is huge for them, right? First year in FBS, get to a bowl, got 6th, 7th year quarterback who's an NFL draft prospect. You know, they got some good things to go. Arkansas State, they were fighting last week just not only to get 500, but to get bowl eligible. So the motivation's a little different when you got teams like this playing. Now, these teams have played once prior. You got to go back 10 years ago, so it really doesn't count. And Missouri State wasn't near the level they were FCS team. Arkansas State beat them at home 70-7. So huge difference there for sure in that one. Like I said, kind of hard to throw that anywhere in the handicap. Now, when you look at overall, Missouri State this year averaging 25.4 points per game. Arkansas averaging 24.4, so about a net point per game to Missouri State. Missouri State giving up 28.3 points per game defensively. Arkansas State giving up 27.3. So give that point back to Arkansas State. So basically we're even, which puts the line Arkansas State -1.5. The line's pretty much in a perfect spot as far as that goes. Now, when you look at some trends and all to help you with your handicap, Missouri State 4-2 ATS their last 6. 5-2 straight up their last 7. Now, Missouri State had a 5-game winning streak till they lost those last 2. I just didn't like the way they lost the game against La Tech. That's a little bit concerning. The other thing, if you take it all the way back over the last 20 games, and some of these are FCS, but when Missouri State is in the role of the underdog, they have not played well, folks. They are just 2-18 straight up their last 20 as the underdog. Now, Arkansas State, they've been on a heater from an ATS standpoint. Arkansas State Red Wolves 6-1 ATS over their last 7 and 5-2 straight up in that time frame. Now, they are 1-4 ATS against Conference USA opponents, so it's been a little bit of a kryptonite for them. Also, Arkansas State, we talked about Missouri State over their last 20 not playing well from a straight up perspective when they're the dog. Arkansas State just 7-2 straight up their last 9 games as the favored. Now, Arkansas State has played to the under 8 of their last 10 games here. When you look at it, obviously, this is a coin flip game, went through everything as to why it's a coin flip game as far as points per game and all that and whatnot. When I look at this, again, I'm going to go back to it. Clark is where it's all going to be at for Missouri State. Can he press the ball down the field? You got an Arkansas team that defensively, when you look at it, they're giving up. If you just look over the course of the season, the last 3 games, especially the last 2, 29 points, 34 points, gave up 27 to Southern Miss. Other than that, their defense has been pretty well in control, except early in the year they gave up some 28 spots. That's going to be key if they can slow down Clark, because the one thing about Missouri State is they can score, right? They can score, and they've had some outbursts. Even last week, losing 42-30, or 2 weeks ago, rather, losing 42-30. Now, losing the coach does concern me for Missouri State. I look at that. That's kind of a huge one. However, most of the staff has stayed. And here's the other part. Missouri State, again, this is really, really big for them. But they're looking for a new coach. And that's always, again, a concerning thing. When I look at this, for me, I would look towards in-game betting. Again, I say this a lot. In-game betting for bowl games means a lot. You can really tell early in the game, okay, this team is or isn't disinterested. Like, you can tell, hey, they want to be there, or they really don't care. And you can get a good in-game feel for kind of how that's going. Now, talked about it from a yardage standpoint, Missouri State's only averaging about 10 more yards per game offensively than Arkansas State, but they're giving up 30 yards less. So that may come in the context here. Again, I think for this game, you don't have to bet every game. For me, I haven't gotten to the window here. If I was going to bet the game, I would probably lean Missouri State. But again, I think you're going to have a better shot here in game betting this. If it's something you want to do, maybe you do something. I could see doing a cross sport teaser, right? I'm a big teaser guy. I've been very successful with it, but you could get Missouri State in a 7-point teaser plus 8.5 with the Seattle Seahawks plus 8.5. I think that's something that's got some legs. So either or you could do. But for me, nothing on the pre-flop, but I hope I gave you some stats, trends, information to help you with your handicap. Whether you fade or follow, I hope you win your bet. RJ Cash, Break the Board Sports, giving you stats, trends, information. God bless and happy handicapping.